friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to teach you how to crochet as a beginner. So the materials you should be using in crocheting is some hooks, a pair of scissors, darning needles, stitch markers. Types of hook you should be using is these kind of hooks. Use this if you are a complete beginner. Don't use these kind of hooks because they are pretty hard to hold while crocheting, so I prefer you to take these kind of hooks as a complete beginner. And you also may need a glue and adhesive glue, any kind of fabric glue you can use to stick your piece, but I'm gonna show you how to sew, but from little pieces like amigurumis or keychains or little toys, you should be use any glue to stick your piece together. And the yarn I prefer for a beginner is the acrylic yarn. This is so soft and smooth for beginner to use. Don't buy any cotton or any kind of different yarn, plush yarn or different yarns or fluffy yarn. Buy this yarn because this is smooth and soft as a beginner. You don't have any extra threads coming out. Start by making a slip knot. So the hook I'm using is 3mm hook, 3mm crochet hook. So let's start. So first I'm gonna start by grabbing onto my hook while using my 2 fingers and twist it, insert my thumb into the loop. I'm gonna grab this yarn tail but not completely and pull everything. So this is how I make my slip knot. So for this slip knot is pretty big for a hook to go in, so we're gonna pull this yarn tail to make it a little bit smaller like this. I'm gonna slide my hook through this loop so it's also so big now, then pull it completely till it doesn't fit your hook completely, but do not make it so tight. Just leave your loop that it can be easily slide onto your hook. So this is how we make our slip knot. So how I'm holding my materials is just like this. I'm holding this working yarn from my ring finger and pinky, then I'm going round back behind my index finger, and I'm gonna hold on to this knot by using my middle finger and my index finger is always pointed upright so the yarn can easily slide onto a hook. So it's a perfect tension that the stitches will be clear. And for the hook, I'm just holding it like a pen or I'm writing. Most of the people hold like this, but I prefer to hold like this. So this is how I'm holding my materials. So now I'm going to show you how to make a foundation chain. So to make a foundation chain, I yarn over on the working yarn, and then I pull this yarn through this loop. I basically wrap the yarn around my hook, and then I'm going to pull it through this loop. This is my first stitch and this is also a V, looking like a V. So 1 V is equals to 1 chain. So again, yarn over, pull through this loop on our hook. Second V, second chain. Again, yarn over on the working yarn, wrap it around, pull through this loop on our hook. 3 V's means 3 chains. Again, yarn over, pull through this loop on our hook. 4 chains, 4 V's. And again, yarn over, pull through the loop on our hook. So this is how we chain, and you can chain as the number as you want to be. So now I've chained 8. And now I'm going to start by making a stitch which is called a single crochet. So to make a single crochet, I skip the first V, the V which is below the loop on our hook. And the one below it is the second V, second chain, and I'm going to insert my hook through the second chain like this. insert my hook directly into the second chain from the hook and a yarn under. Basically it's the opposite of yarn over. Yarn under is the opposite of yarn over, and then I pull it through this V, basically broadening up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on a hook, yarn over, and then pull through both loops on our hook. So this is our first stitch. Now we're gonna mark the first stitch to keep ourselves on track. So to mark, you can see it from the front. You can see a loop over here. This is a loop, and now I'm gonna slide my stitch marker through the loop, slide it completely like this, and just lock it to secure it like this. So now we've marked our first stitch, and now I'm gonna make my second single crochet. I insert my hook into the next V without skipping any chain. This is for the first chain that we skip it, because single crochet has a height of chain 1, so that's why we skip the first chain, and it's also called a turning chain. Again, we insert our hook into the next chain without any skipping, and then we yarn under, and then we brought up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over, and then pull through both loops on our hook. This is our second single crochet. We have 2 V's on the top like this. It means we have 2 single crochets. Again, insert my hook into the next V, yarn under, pull through, broadening up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, I yarn over and pull through both loops on our hook. This is our third single crochet. Then insert my hook into the next chain, yarn under, brought up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over and then pull through both loops on our hook. So this is how we made our single crochet stitch, and I'm gonna make it continue where I have 3 stitches chains left on my piece. And now again I'm gonna insert my hook into the third last stitch, yarn under, brought up a loop. Now we got 3 loops on our hook, 2 loops on our hook, sorry. We yarn over and then pull through both loops on our hook. Again, insert my hook into the next chain, yarn under, brought up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Again, insert my hook into the next chain, into the last chain. The last chain, which is on top of this knot, the slip knot, is our last chain. I insert it through it and I yarn under, brought up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over and then pull through both loops on our hook. So this is how I made my single crochet. So in crocheting, we can only crochet from the right to the left. I crochet to the right and I'm gonna crochet to the left like this. So to do this, I yarn over on the working yarn, pull through the loop on the hook after the last stitch to make a chain, and then I turn my piece facing the back side of my piece. Now you can see the V's top on it. It's like a chain, it's like a foundation chain. In foundation chain we go through the loop, but in this time, because we are increasing it, so we're gonna go through the whole V like this. We're gonna go through whole V, whole stitch, and gonna make the single crochet in this time and onwards. So let's do it. You can see there's a V that we made it just now, and one below it is the second V. We're gonna insert our hook through the second V, the whole V, and I'm gonna yarn under, pull through. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over, pull through both loops on our hook. So this is our first stitch of the second round. So we need to mark every first stitch of every round. So to mark, you can see from the top it's a V. We go through the whole V and mark it. So this is our first stitch and we mark our first stitch. Now again insert my hook into the next V, through the next V, yarn under, brought up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over, pull through both loops on our hook. So this is our second stitch of the second round. So also you can see that there's the little holes over here. You can go through them, or to make sure you can see it from the top, if you can see the V, you need to go through a V, not a loop. Again yarn under, pull up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over and then pull through both loops on our hook like this. And if you want to open your work, you can easily gently pull this working yarn over here and it will unravel the stitches like this. It's up to you that how many stitches you need to unravel. So this is the way we unravel the chain, and this is how we make the single crochet. So now I've reached the last stitch of the second round. I'm gonna remove my stitch marker and then I'm gonna go into the last stitch. It's a loop, it's a hole, you can see it. To go through it, yarn under, pull up a loop and make a single crochet as normal. So this is how we make rounds in the foundation chain, and you can just easily chain one again, flip your work, insert your hook into through the V and make the stitch. This is how we made the single crochet rounds onto the foundation chain. I've showed you how to make a single crochet. Now I'm going to show you how to make a double crochet. So to make a double crochet, make a slip knot first. To make a slip knot, I point up my 2 fingers and grab onto this working yarn and twist my finger and insert my thumb through it, and I'm gonna hold this yarn tail and drop off the loop, and I'm gonna pull just everything, tighten it. This is how we make our slip knot. So this loop for our hook is pretty big, so I'm gonna pull this yarn tail to make this loop a little bit smaller like this, and I'm gonna slide my thumb through it and pull it till it doesn't fit the hook. So now I'm gonna start chaining. So to chain, we yarn over on the working yarn, pull through. This is our first chain, first chain, yarn over again, pull through, and again yarn over on the working yarn, pull through the loop on our hook, yarn over on the working yarn, pull through the loop on our hook, yarn over on the working yarn, pull through the loop on our hook. So this is how we chain into every foundation chain. So now I've chained, and now I'm gonna show you how to make a double crochet. So to do a double crochet, we skip 2 chains at the beginning. So the stitch V, which is below our loop on the hook, is the first stitch, one below it is the second, and then one below it is the third. And then we're gonna insert our hook into the third chain from our hook. So first we yarn over on the working yarn, insert my hook into the third chain, yarn over again and pull up a loop. Now we've got 3 loops on our hook. We yarn over, pull through first 2 loops at a time. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook. We yarn over and pull through both 2 loops on our hook. So this is our first chain, and we're gonna mark our first chain. So look our piece from the top, front. You can see that there's a V. And slide our stitch marker through the V, and this is how we mark our first chain. So now let's make another double crochet. Yarn over first, insert our hook into the next chain, yarn over again and pull up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. We yarn over and then pull through 2 loops at a time. Now we got 2 loops on our hook. We yarn over and then pull through both loops on our hook. This is our second double crochet. Now let's make another yarn over, insert my hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops at a time. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, we yarn over and then pull through all the 2 loops on our hook. So this is how we make our double crochet on the foundation chain. Again we do yarn over, turn my hook into the next chain, yarn over again, pull up a loop. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops at a time. Now we got 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and then pull through both loops. Always remember, in double crochet we pull through first 2 loops and then we pull through the left of the 2 loops. Do not pull it completely through all the loops. Let's make it again, like this. I'm on my second last stitch. So now I'm on my last stitch. This is how we make our row of double crochet. So now I'm going to show you how to make increases, how to make the piece bigger in the double crochet rounds. So as normal, as we did in the single crochet, we do the same, but this time we chain 2. We chain 2. How to chain? We yarn over, through the loop on our hook, yarn over, through the loop on our hook. These are 2 chains, and when we flip our work right to the left, facing our back side, and now you can see 2 loops on the front, on the top. Into the 3rd chain, we're going to yarn over and slide our hook through it, and then we yarn over again and then pull up a loop. Now we got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops at a time, yarn over, pull through all the 2 loops that are left, and then mark the first stitch. To mark, we see our piece from the top, you can see a V. We're gonna slide a stitch marker through it, slide it, and then we'll just mark it to keep in track. Now let's again do this again. We yarn over, insert a hook into the next V, hook it from the top, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now we've got 3 loops on our hook, we yarn over, pull through 2 loops at a time. Now again yarn over and pull through all the 2 loops that are left on our hook. Now let's do again, yarn over, insert my hook through the V, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we got 3 loops on our hook, we yarn over, through all 2 loops at a time. Now again yarn over and then pull through the left of the 2 loops. So this is how we made our double crochet rounds. So now I'm on my last stitch of this round, the second round. I'm going to remove all my stitch marker, and I can see there's a hole. Yarn over, insert my hook through this hole, and gonna place our last double crochet of this round. So this is how we make our rounds in double crochet. And to increase your round, if you want to make the 3rd round, you do the same, chain 2, flip your work, and just go through the V like this. This is how we make the rounds in double crochet. Now I'm going to show you how to make a half double crochet on the foundation chain. So to start it, we make a slip knot. To make a slip knot, we point up our 2 fingers and then hold our yarn with my 2 fingers, and I'm gonna slide this my thumb through this loop. I'm gonna hold this yarn till and drop off the loop and pull everything and tighten it, and this is how we make our slip knot. And slip knot is always the same in every kind of stitch when you're making a foundation chain. So let's start chaining. Yarn over, pull through the loop on our hook,